6, a DIY dream team shaking up the Memphis music scene tonight at a new venue just off South Main.
That's right. As Kim Clark now shows you, what started as a homegrown house party has turned into a haven for underground artists from all around.
This is the start of something new for Haven House.
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
This rad downtown Memphis location, across from the Amtrak station and behind Ernestine and Hazel's, is where the so-called do-it-yourself venue now calls home. DIY because Haven House actually began about 4 years ago inside the home of its founder, musician Jay Opp.
I think that a sense of community is extremely important, and I think that the community in Memphis music in particular is something that really helped me grow.
Jay opened his home on Park Haven, not too far from the University of Memphis, as a space for musicians and music lovers to rock out after many of the city's smaller music venues closed during the pandemic.
These are the places where these musicians get to come out and show their art and try to make a buck for what they're doing.
Musician Benjamin Reese saw what Jay was up to and joined in.
Jay didn't have an Instagram for the venue, and I was just like, hey man, it's your birthday. Our birthdays are 4 days apart, so I'm just gonna make you an Instagram, and I bought a logo. I had a friend commissioned a logo, and I was like, here you go, man.
Next thing you know, Ben is booking bands to play at Jay's house.
So, we've got, the hardcore punk and hip hop and electronica and folk and country and everything in between.
After nearly 3 years and more than 150 shows at the house on Park Haven, Haven House needed more room. So the venue moved to this Cooper Young garage behind Young Avenue Sound. In just 7 months, that venue hosted 380 acts, outgrowing the space even faster than Jay's place.
We ended up capping at about 160 people, and it was so full that we had to turn some people away. And I realized then that wasn't gonna be enough anymore.
That's when the guys decided to take their DIY dreams downtown, hoping to draw in even bigger acts and highlight part of the Memphis music scene that doesn't always get the attention it deserves.
You've got a lot of, you go down Beale Street, you can catch the best blues bands in the country, but there's a lot more to Memphis music, and I think that, the entirety of the city needs to get to explore that.
Biggest thing is I'm hoping that Memphis gets a bigger presence from touring bands. With Nashville being as a bigger competitor to us, I would like bands to reconsider Memphis and say, well, why aren't I going to Memphis?
Jay and Ben hope the new location is successful enough to book shows 5 nights a week. And if their past success is any indication, these do-it-yourselfers will make that happen.
The Memphis music community has had an exceeding outpouring of love and support for what we do, and I want to make sure that stays alive for the next generation of people.
In downtown Memphis, Kim Clark, Action News 5.
So you can keep up with bookings at Haven House on Instagram. It's Haven House 901. They're spelling house the German way, H-A-U-S. So it's Haven, H-A-U-S 901. Jay and Ben have raised more than $4,000 through GoFundMe now to help the new venue up and running. To get up and running, you can find links to their fundraiser and show schedule with this story at our website, actionnews5.com.